Hello, I'm Tim Black. To my subscribers who know me, I took my time to make this video about the Charlie Hebdo massacre because I really had to process how I felt and what I wanted to take away from it, and more importantly, what I wanted to convey to you guys. And it's real easy to come down on Islam. These people keep helping us, don't they? Keep helping us hate. You help us hate you. For those who don't know, or who saw the footage briefly and turned away because it's so depressing, let me quickly just give you a rundown. Charlie Hebdo is a satirical magazine in France. That magazine publishes all types of crazy stuff, makes fun of everything, everyone. No one is off limits. One of the things that the Charlie Hebdo magazine likes to poke fun at on a regular basis is religion. Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. Some extremists, these two brothers, whose names I don't want to learn, have no interest in learning, and some other guy, they went in with AK-47 and a rocket launcher and proceeded to kill a number of the cartoonists for drawing cartoons. Yeah. As I want to make sure people understand this. Dear Islamist, fuckhead fundamentalist, you're in a big world. And in this big world, we joke about stuff and people and places and faith. You don't get to live in our world and hide and put up a sign and say off limits, because we get to joke, make films, North Korea, about everything. In this world, that's what we do. Get it? Now, I got no problems with you not wanting to live in that world. Then leave, bitch. Leave it alone. Leave it yourself. Take yourself out. Say, I got no problems with you not wanting to live here. Leave if you don't want to live in our world. Just leave. Like I told somebody on Twitter, climb up on something high and fall on something low and hard. Jump to your death, motherfucker. You can't live in a society of other people and say you're off limits to jokes and cartoons, motherfucker. It's not how it works. All right, the other thing I wanted to point out was a friend of mine named William Bonnet. He lives in France, I think. I know he doesn't live in the U.S. I know he lives in a Western nation. And he says, Tim, the thing about France is that we're used to terroristic acts. We've had them in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. We're used to this crap. What we will not do as a country is allow these terroristic acts that these assholes perpetrated, we will not allow them to change who we are. We will go after these jackasses, these motherfuckers like we do all the time, and we won't stop until we catch them, but we will not allow them to change who we are. And we won't allow politicians to come up with new laws that take away our rights, using this as an opportunity to pass legislation that strips the average Frenchman of their rights. I was like, wow, I was kind of taken back. See why it took me a while to make this video? Because I had to process that. I was like, wow, yeah, that's exactly what we did. We allowed Bush and company to use our pain against us. We allowed Bush and company to use our fear against us. And he said we won't judge all Muslims on this act. Of course, some people will, I'm sure. There are some Frenchmen who do, but by and large, we won't. But see, that's the opposite of America, because that's exactly what we do. We see one young black kid do something, and now all black young kids do something, and now we stop and frisk them and pull them over and beat them up and shoot them and strangle them and kill them, based on the actions of some other kid. That's what we do. Sort of the American way. I mean, right next to apple pie and hot dogs and hamburgers, you got judging motherfuckers based on the group they're from. The worst of their people is what we judge them based on. We don't judge them based on the best, only the worst. That's what we do. So, I don't know exactly everything I want you to get out of this video. Other than maybe it'll make you think a little bit. I've been thinking about America. I've been thinking about the events. My condolences to all people affected by the heinous actions, the loss of life, the pointless insanity of a small number of people who did this thing. Catch them! Catch them! Try them, convict them, punish them, right? Godspeed or track speed or whatever. Do it quickly. Do it, please. I want to see them go to jail or whatever punishment you hand out in France. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Do that. Don't let this change who you are. Oh, and most importantly, keep drawing those cartoons. Draw them. Draw more of them. Draw them more often. Be more scathing. Because obviously, some people haven't learned yet that they don't get to control the world. We don't live in your world, bitch. You live in ours. And they need to learn that. All right. Rest in peace. Long live Charlie Hebdo. Motherfucker. You ain't stopped shit.